Okay, so besides what that finish was, because I am never gonna forgive NASCAR. I don't care who the driver. If that was Kevin Harvick, I don't care who it was. If you're past the if you're not passing anybody when you're on the yellow line, there's no way you should be on black flag for passing under the yellow line if you're ahead of everybody. Okay, NASCAR, of if you're ahead of everybody and you're on the yellow line, how do you get black flag for passing underneath the yellow line if there's nobody to pass? Okay? So, that is the worst call I've ever seen in NASCAR. At least that when I watched live from NASCAR, that is the worst call. I swear. That was so bad. Just like Elliott Sadler and Brendan Poole. Elliott Sadler... No, wait. I forgot. Whatever, forget. I could have whatever. Never mind. Elliott Sadler won the race because he didn't pass underneath the yellow line, but, the constant thing was just freaking... Anyways, let's just review the race because I am just so pissed. I'm so pissed. I almost broke my headset during the last video because I was so pissed. I almost yet said so many words in front of my family, but I kept my mouth shut because I did not want to get in trouble because that was so bad. That was just so bad. Stage 1, I missed about 9 laps because I forgot the race was on. For what I saw for part of the stage, good racing. It was some good racing. Then we got single file. I regret watching the race. Stage 2, it was a lot better. I know there was single file racing, but I think it was more I don't remember much of stage 2, to be completely honest. Did that first wreck was in stage 2 or stage... I'm going to say stage 3. I'm talking so fast. I am sorry. I'm just really frustrated. Nothing really much happened besides decent racing in stage 2. Then we went to stage 3 and all hell broke loose. About coming off of turn 4, I was like, you know what? They're not gonna wreck. They're not gonna really have a big wreck today. I don't see it happening. And if we do, nobody's gonna flip. We enter turn 1. I see a car like, oh well, there's the big one. I see a car rolling. I'm like, what the hell's going on? A car flipped on the banking. Last time we saw anything like that was who was it? It was Kyle Busch, but who actually rolled on the banking? Like, was it Michael Waltrip? Was he the last one? I don't know who was the last one to do that, but that was a strange one, if I say myself. That's one for to remember for a long time. We go and then it was like what? That was it was with 18 to go if I'm correct. So then we go to 2 or 3 to go, and I forgot Brandon Hightower wrecked. I saw him in the race. I'm like, well, he's gonna wreck because I just looked back to the Michigan wreck and he just turned himself into the wall. I'm like, he's gonna wreck. I was not disappointed. Then we have the second big one. I just saw Cole Custer get turned. I saw a car head towards the outside wall, and the camera cut away because it was moving, so we didn't get to see the impact. And I was picturing in my head. I was just like, I thought it was a terrible hit, but they switched to the next camera and going honestly Ryan Reed on the side for a split second. I'm like, wait, what? What? I was so confused by that wreck because I was like, I see a car heading towards the outside wall head on, like Kurt Busch, and then I see a car on its side on the next camera shot. I'm like, why is this happening? And then they showed a replay. Brandon, I think someone said it was Jeff Green that turned Cole Custer, and then I don't know who's in the 90 car, but just killed the wall. Someone jacked up the Cole Custer like a little bit, almost flipped. Got Ryan Reed, who goes on the grass, has splitters, thank you. Almost flipped over, and he got hit by, I think, Ryan Sieg. I am talking so fast. Then the restart, 2 to go. I was very excited. It was turn 3. We're side by side, like, oh my gosh, it's February all over again. Justin Haley, Mr. Where Did He Come From? The new Mr. Where Did He Come From? Makes it 3 wide, makes the pass, and wins the race. Oh, he didn't win the race? What? Oh, you're telling me a clean pass didn't win the race? What mystery is this? He was, I don't care if only half his car was ahead of them when he went below the yellow line. He wasn't even on. He was only on the yellow line, not below it. That's the thing. He was on it, not below. He was on the yellow line. Okay, and he was already past Elliott Sadler and Kyle Larson. So what did he get black flagged for if he was already ahead of them and was in first place when he went on the yellow line? What was the black flag for? What was it for? He was in first when he got on the yellow line. I repeat, on, not below, on the yellow line. Okay? There's no rule where you can't pass on the yellow line. It's below the yellow line, if I'm correct. So, what was he black flagged for? Nothing, because he was already past Kyle Larson and Elliott Sadler, and was only on the yellow line. So, Justin Haley won that race. Screw you, NASCAR, and don't do this tomorrow, or you're gonna lose half of your fans, guaranteed.